That means we are live, and it is Tuesday night, and I am Tiki King, and this is Cocktales of Tiki King, for those of you who didn't know, but you probably do know, or you wouldn't have tuned into the show. That's right, we're here. Happy Tuesday, and welcome back. It's been 2 weeks. You know, I went through withdrawals. You would not believe the amount of booze I had to consume to forget that I knew any of you, because it was just too painful. But speaking of pain, you may be able to hear, this is it's a clue. Clue number one to what is happening right now. Did you hear that? Someone's catching a buzz, but not from alcohol. They're getting ink stuck under their skin with the glorious, torturous needles of C.J. Henderson, who's the new apprentice. Apprentice? What does that mean? Apprentice. He's a guy who's learning how to tattoo people by tattooing people, which is, I think, good for tattoos, but probably not good for brain surgery, unless you're me. In which case, they don't. That's the thing. You go, how do you like the brain surgery? They go, you know. So maybe it's good. I don't know. So hey, we are here at the Fallen Tattoo Asylum, and we are here at the bar in the Fallen Tattoo Asylum, which is the Asylum Tavern, or Tits, Ahoy Tavern, for those of you who put the kids to bed early, which the initials of which, I'm going to let you, that's puzzle number 2. You can think of the acronym there. I forgot the rest of it. The Asylum Tavern. I might have started early prepping for this show, which is not unusual. It happens sometimes. But yeah, so we're here, and this is a fantastic thing. This is Danny Triboli's new Pyrate bar, which you, if you come on down to the studio here in Sedona, Arizona, you can look it up on Facebook, the Fallen Tattoo Asylum. You can look it up on Google. You can look it up on the map. You can talk to your Garmin, which is what I did. I said, hey, Garmin, find the Fallen Tattoo Asylum. And it said, are you drunk again? So anyway, that's where we're at. And this is this fine bar. We're going to have to give a nice shout out to Ed Henderson out there roasting away in Bakersfield, California, who found some 1,200-year-old redwood to build this fine bar out of. And I wish you could see it, because then you'd be here and I wouldn't have to drink all this booze myself. Yeah, it's a fantastic thing, and here we are, and we've been having a great time. I've been here a week, and I might be here a little longer. And that's okay with me, because we're having a good time. So for those of you who were here at the grand opening, which was on Saturday, that was good. Thanks for coming. For those of you who weren't, you missed a hell of a party. I was back there for most of it, slinging drinks. I gave a few tattoos, which was nice. Saw lots of tattoos being given. The whole thing was just a fantastic thing. But hey, here we are. We're gonna. The hell is, oh, those people like me things. I thought there was stuff floating behind me. That happens sometimes. I was like, whoa! Wait, I'm backwards. Things over here floating. I was like, what the hell? So, Boozeketeers, I know what you usually say, which is stop talking so much and get drinking, because you're funnier when you're drunk. So here we are. So here's the thing. Since it's Danny's bar, we said, Danny, what kind of drink do you want to make? And he said, kamikazes, of course. And I said, okay. So after that, it was a lengthy argument. No, so here's the thing: the kamikaze. We're gonna make them. We're gonna drink them, and don't poo-poo, because you'll have to clean it up. But don't, you know. Here's the thing, and I'm gonna tell you all about it. But we're gonna make a couple drinks, and we're gonna drink a couple drinks, and I'm gonna enlighten you people. I'm gonna tighten your wigs. So if you don't have a wig, now is we need a flashing thing when we put on YouTube. Put on wig now. A little bar that goes across. Put on wig now. We're going to talk about some things, and hopefully at the end of the show, you will have learned something, which can be dangerous, but it happens. So what do we make today? We're making the kamikaze. And a kamikaze, for those of you who've never been in a dive bar or desperate, basically, it's a cocktail. I need something to
wrap it with?
Yeah.
I got it.
No, this works. Need some ice. Whoa! Just jumping out all over the place.
Holy shit, Facebook, we're Tiki King's live.
Just now? Nice. All right. So what we're going to do is we've got our standard shaker half filled with ice. And I know...
Less glare,
Less glare, you bastard. Is that what it says? I glare as much as I can. Dramatic tassel wiggling. So we're starting with our consummate. shaker half filled with ice. And now here's the thing, usually when I shake up, I make a single recipe or a double recipe. But most people know the kamikaze is a shooter, which is you take it and you bam, and it's down. And that's the thing. It is indeed, it's a tool. It's for people who need to get drunk quick and they're on a budget and they're on a time constraint. And they're thinking, I can't stand around like measuring out drops of falernum and all that sort of stuff, which you can later. But the first time we're not going to. So the kamikaze, what is it? Well, we're going to start with 4 ounces of lime juice because we're making a quadruple batch. And so the kamikaze, I'm going to give you a little history lesson. So this is a 1-1-1. So it's 1 part lime juice, 1 part vodka. If we're going to have to go 4 ounces, so I can bring my measuring cup. That's okay. My measuring cup, but no. There we go. It's a 1-1-1 recipe, which means it's 1 part of each thing. And each things that we're having in here is vodka, lime juice, and triple sec. Triple sec being a distilled orange liqueur. It's in a lot of drinks. It's in margaritas. It's in, that's all, margaritas. So don't, no, it's in a lot of different drinks. There we go. It's made from 3 different types of oranges, hence the name triple sec. Sec. See, I've been drinking. Refers to actually a specific type of orange that's used. But it's actually the part of the distinct flavor. Oh crap! The bar caught on fire just now. Okay. But part of the thing is they also use a bit of orange peel, which gives it a slight bitter note, not nearly as much as something as like bitters, say orange bitters. But it's yeah, so it's an orangey thing. So we got some orange, we got some lime, we got some vodka, which is they say tasteless and odorless, but I find that it is not. I find that it has a very distinctive taste, and different vodkas taste different. And one of the things, if you are a vodka drinker, use your favorite kind of vodka for this sort of thing. I would say not Cristal, because you have to wrap when you drink that. And it's going to take longer to get to the drinking. So, where's the other half of my shaker? I'm going to have to go downstairs. So, 1-1-1, shake 10 seconds. Now, if you go to a bar and they're just pouring stuff into a glass and expect you to drink it, give them the nod. Huh? Shake it. Shaking's good. It's good for you. It's good for the economy. Good for everybody involved. The first one was a little lighter. I have to go back. Because if I did this right, you should end up with 3 ounces in each thing.
It's supposed to be
there. We go. What's that? What'd you call me?
Nothing.
Then we're gonna have a little boom in there, bing in there, and just a little fresh squeezed lime.
Everyone say hello to Ivy. She's
Hi,
watching.
Ivy. Is Ivy watching? Ivy, so Ivy owns the Boozeketeer, which is where we were the show before last. We were there a little while back. And she will, Ivy, yes, the Boozeketeer, that's in Utah, where you can get all of your boozing needs. She's got, everything except for the actual booze. She's got all the equipment. That's where I got this very fine strainer. After looking around all over the place, surprisingly, it was very difficult to find a strainer in Utah. Went to the Boozeketeer. She had like 6 different kinds. She also has, like I said, professional. She has Boston shakers that have both sides that are stainless steel, which is very nice. Because then in your drunken stupor, when you're smacking the thing, you don't break the glass.
Yep.
So we got 4 glasses and we got 4 drinkers. I'm assuming. So I'd say come up and get one.
Oh, damn time.
Single file.
Yeah.
Get in
Or no, scrum.
You're good.
Danny.
Here, I'm scooting in there. Scooch on down.
CJ.
Yeah.
Extra number 1. This is tough. She's all the way here from where they eat bugs. From what I understand. Well, cheers, you guys.
Cheers.
So theoretically, you're supposed to just pound it. That's
Okay.
how the kamikaze works. It's a shooter. Like I said, I know it.
Jeez.
I peed on this. So the kamikaze is generally consumed as a shooter. Do you have to? No.
Should you?
Because if you want
Yeah.
to, that's the thing. Like I said, sometimes you got to get drunk quick. And this is actually an excellent tool for that. It's palatable. It's good. Tastes good. Easy to drink. There's a nice balance between the sweetness of the triple sec, the tartness of the lime juice. It has a good mouthfeel to it. It's not overly. It doesn't leave your teeth talking.
Yeah,
Doesn't leave your teeth talking whilst you're trying to sleep off your angle. It doesn't make your teeth chalky.
Or hairy. Yes.
No, or
My
hairy.
teeth come out.
No, I think as far as something that you're just going to knock back, I would say you could probably go further with these than you could with like car bombs. Because
Oh, yeah.
car bomb is a
leaves a
fine
little
thing,
heavy.
but yeah, a little heavy. And these are actually fairly light and refreshing, but not.
Oh, God.
He left his teeth all chalky. I have to say that's the first time teeth have come out on the bar on the Cocktales of Tiki King show.
It probably won't be the last, though.
You never know.
More champagne.
So here's the thing. So now we've covered the tool part. So the kamikaze. Did I already say this? I don't know where I've been. So the kamikaze was invented on a military base by some GIs right after World War II. It was called the kamikaze because it was supposed to come right in and do its business and be done. And it was basically made so that it wasn't. So it's actually say that it's supposed to take longer to make than to drink. Was their reasoning for the kamikaze was a lot of setup and then boom. So yeah, so there you go. But here's the thing: is that probably like many of you out there, I grew up and spent my time in bars where there was a hand. Usually, it was written in like probably El Marco because Sharpie was later. A sign in El Marco that said "Kamikaze $1.50," because working men were coming in and they're like, "Good God, man, I had to listen to my boss today." I'm like, "Oh, Jesus, you need a drink." So it was, the kamikaze was one of those things, kind of like Boilermaker. I think the kamikaze was kind of a slightly like upscale Boilermaker, which is where you just get a beer and a shot and you just drink them. If you want to get fancy, you drop the shot into the beer and chug the whole thing. So it's kind of one of those. It's sort of like we were talking earlier. I think this is kind of the booze equivalent of hitting your starter motor with a hammer. It's like sometimes it ain't working out, so you just got to get in there and do whatever it takes.
Get hammered.
Yeah, you got to get hammered. So, I used to say that the martini was the working man's tool if you need to get drunk quick and be done. This is a little easier because there's a little less accurate measuring involved. It's 3 parts, 1 part of each thing: vodka, triple sec, lime juice.
And if you slam the deck like that, you don't know if it's off a little bit.
And if it's say 108% of one and 90% of another, who cares? Nobody, because you're going to drink it and go, "Oh, that was good. Can I have another one?" And they're going to say, "No, because you didn't pay your tab."
I want another one. What's the hole up here? Can you shake it? Talk?
Yeah,
Well, so here's I'm going to make another batch, and I don't have my fancy barware here or my bow tie, so I'm going
I'll
to
make
have
you
to
a
fake
bow tie
it.
right now.
We can time travel back to when I was younger and used to wear tuxedos all the time. We can. Okay, so imagine me back in like 1982 wearing a tuxedo. Hello, sir. What would you like? Well, I think that maybe I'd like a fine cocktail that was not too involved, but was delicious nonetheless. And I would say, would you care for margaritas? They say, no, last time I drank tequila, I killed a bull. And I wasn't even near a bull. So I'd say, do you like the daiquiri, sir? You'd say, heck no. Last time I drank rum, I stole a ship. And I wasn't even near a boat. So you stay there. I don't remember whose glass or whose, so I hope you guys put your teeth in on
We're
me.
gonna get you. I'll put my teeth in.
Then we'll know who's who. There's lime, teeth. Oh, that's Danny's. I mean, you know if you got the wrong one. That's for sure. That's one of those things. Fight you.
Yes, you want
Yeah.
to suck up my teeth.
Well, I don't. Thank you. I appreciate the offer.
Never flattered for the question, but no.
So as I was saying before I digressed, so this ratio, this thing that we're doing is the backbone of so many classic cocktails that it's interesting to me that the kamikaze, like I said, kind of has a bad reputation to some people who, if you said, how'd you like the kamikaze? They'd be like, what are we, frat boys? You know, it's like, but the truth is, this simple thing of sweet, sour, hard alcohol is I mean, that's, like I said, that's the Hemingway daiquiri. That's the gimlet. I mean, gimlet, if someone was drinking a gimlet and you accuse them of being like, you know, of slumming it. I mean, come on, what is a gimlet? A gimlet is just hard alcohol, sweetener, citrus. It's sweet, sour, buzz. And that's the whole thing, is that the kamikaze, depending on how it's served, you can have it as a shooter, as we just did, or you can have it, you can put it in a cocktail glass. Sorry.
Don't die.
I know, I was gonna, but then I thought the show would have to end. So this whole thing, it is the backbone of a lot of things that people don't really consider when it comes to the booze. And we talked about it in episode 4 when we were talking about the whiskey sour. And we also did, you know, we did the night with the actual daiquiri, which most people go, oh, daiquiris, that's where you have a whole bunch of sugar and, you know, strawberry jam, and it's, you know, it's like some kind of thing you're supposed to drink a quart of them, and it's, you know, throw up a lot later. Or they come in a yard-long thing in Vegas. But I'm telling you, you can take this same thing, tweak it just slightly with a few specialized ingredients, and have yourself actually a very delicious, fairly sophisticated cocktail. And you could actually call it something else, and who's really going to be the wiser? I mean, you could say, oh, well, this is a, you could say this is a Russian car bomb. So once again, 1, 1, 1. I'm making 4 batches, so I actually did 4, 4, 4. Fuel, sweet, sour with the lime. We're going to go, I'm going with an extra with, I'm garnishing mine because we're going to sip this one. We pounded the first one. We're going to sip this one, and then we're going to see what the results are. What do you guys think? Okay, take 2.
Yes,
So we're going to sip this one and see what the results are. What do you guys think?
Yay!
Yay! There we go.
Great. Can't work anymore tonight.
Shots, boys.
Oh, wait, here we go. Wait, we're doing the classic cocktails now. We're doing
There, now you're on.
There we go. That's what I was saying earlier. This particular cocktail, although based on the standard kamikaze, has been altered in order to become a classic cocktail which you can order at the craft cocktail joint of your choice. Simply go to the bartender and say, what I would like is a bit of your finest vodka, 1-to-1 matched with your finest orange liqueur, highlighted with a bit of citrus and a squeeze of lime. And he'll say, we've got Pabst and we've got Boone's Farm. Because you're in the wrong place. But nonetheless, so now, like I said, so we're going to have 2. We've had the drink the first time. We're going to have it the second time. And this time we're going to savor it and make notes. Or pound it. I don't care. One way or the other. We're all going to the same place. They call it jail here or prison? One or the other. And that's the thing. So here's a little secret. I'm going to let you, and I'm going to tell you something the other tour guides won't tell you. So even though I made 4, you'll notice these glasses here. Standard cocktail glass, if you fill it to the brim, it's going to be 4 ounces. But it's meant to hold 3 ounces of liquid, which right here is what we have. So this is going to fit perfectly in the cocktail glass. A lot of people call them a martini glass. But it'll go in there and it'll look lovely. And like I said, you don't have to tell people it's kamikaze. You can. If they're in the know, they're going to go, fantastic. And they're going to drink it anyway. But you can call it whatever you want. You guys going to come in here again? Or you want to throw them at you? It's like Boozeketeer roll call. Danny.
CJ.
CJ.
Hey, you don't have your teeth,
Tara.
do you? Your teeth are in there, right?
No, my teeth.
Teeth are not in there. Each time she passes goes.
Oh.
Okay, so don't pound this one. Sip it, and remember the time that we that we
Pounded
did-
one.
Yeah. It's luxurious. I was thinking,
You got enough stuff to keep this going for a while?
well, I don't even lot. Actually, yes, I do. I can probably make about 6 more.
Should turn on the Missing Road version.
So
I
there
don't
you go.
think you
So
can hear that.
the show's not over yet, but just so you know, see, there you go. Wouldn't you say if you got this in a cocktail glass, like in some place where they charge you $12 for it, would you be like, "What the hell, man? This is a
Yeah.
kamikaze"?
What?
You'd go, "This is good. What's that?"
Yeah, no, I bitch about the price, but I'd still enjoy the drink.
Okay, so if you went into a bar and they gave you this, like in an old, like one of those
Old dirty
glass bottom
sheet.
tankards, they charged you $1.50.
I'm into it.
There you go.
Yep.
So if Wes is watching, go to Ernie's Interlude and tell him you need a pewter tanker, glass bottom pewter tanker filled with kamikaze. 1 pint. That'll be lunchtime.
Whichever color you please.
No, I think that's a fine thing. You can pound them, you can sip them, but they're going to take you to the same place, unlike the night bus, where you buy the ticket and you might end up who knows where.
Take the ride, man.
That's right.
It's nothing.
Hey, did you guys share the program? I can't tell from here.
I feel better. I'm hiding.
You like it back there?
Well, so there, I had my face was cut off, and I felt awkward. I kept noticing it. I felt like I had to move over again.
So as I said,
No,
so
I
we're
don't give a
here.
shit. I'm here.
We're here at the Fallen Tattoo Asylum. This is the bar, the TAT bar, Tits, Ahoy Tavern, or the Asylum Tavern. For those of you who bring children, don't bring children. They don't like tattoos. I'm telling you. You start and you think they will, and you start and they scream. It's like you're like, hey, look at the tattoo. It's not there. Ah! But so I don't know. I was going somewhere with that. Now I've forgotten completely. We're gonna go back in a minute. You pounded it. You were supposed to say.
I did not.
It's because you're not wearing the bow tie. If he had a fine bow tie like I do, he would have sipped that drink. He would have savored it. And he would come back with glorious tales. He would have said, did you enjoy the pheasant? And I would have said, well, I didn't get to try it. I've heard it's an acquired taste. And he would have said, really? It was quite high. I don't know. I'm
Cocktails, man.
you're you. That's what that is.
I crashed the bachelor party for the drinks, you know.
That's true. I crashed the best. I crashed
I crashed the bastard party. I done crashed the bastard party for the drinks.
That's right. I'm only here for the peanuts, man.
Is that what it is?
See, it cost me like $400 every time. The scooter says, it's like, what'd you like? I'm like, I don't care. Here for the peanuts. Woohoo!
$400, man. Some steep peanuts. I might
Well,
be mispronouncing something there, but
the funny thing is, you know what's in them?
no.
Peanuts, according to the label. Which that's what, you know, it never says that. I should get that may contain nuts shirt that says that.
They contain nuts.
May contain nuts. Processed. What? Yes. Is someone wanting us to stop?
No.
Oh,
Hey,
okay.
sure. It says that.
You should explain why these kamikazes are not blue. Because
Oh,
someone's asking that.
Because you're thinking of the blue kamikaze. Strangely enough. No, wait. No. That seems simple, but it's really not. Because here's the thing. So we were talking about, okay, in this, are you looking at porn?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So he's looking at a can of peanuts.
So with this one, I don't know if I can show labels. So with this one, we're using a fine orange liqueur, triple sec. Now there are other fine orange liqueurs.
Oh, I show label.
Yeah,
Turn
I'm
the
drinking
bottle
it.
on
This is Hernum Flirtenker. So I don't care. They're not my sponsors. I can say we're using Smear It
there.
and Old Lady Walker.
Schmoom
No, but okay. So here's the deal: orange liqueurs. There are several different types, and they vary in, well, I don't know if it's quality, but in expensiveness, and also of different types. Now, this one, like I said, the type of oranges used in this are not the same as the ones used in Curacao. Curacao is actually made from oranges that are grown on the island of Curacao. So Curacao comes in two different types, clear and blue. Curacao is an orange liqueur, very similar to triple sec, and can be interchangeable if you need to. If you're making a margarita and you don't have triple sec, but you have Curacao and you don't care if it's blue, go to it, because it's basically just an orange liqueur. Most triple sec is going to be slightly more. Nobody's gonna care. I'm leaving. No. No. So triple sec. So triple sec is probably going to be slightly. I mean, and I'm talking slightly less sugary than Curacao. Curacao is going to be quite a bit less sugary than, say, Cointreau or Grand Marnier, which Grand Marnier is basically a triple sec mixed with cognac. So there's all these different orange liqueurs, and there's like if you get the cat thing. So if you get a margarita, what is a margarita? A margarita is this. Instead of using vodka, they're using tequila, and they call it a margarita because it's base, it's your rocket fuel, it's your orange liqueur, it's lime. So that's a margarita. And if you get the Cadillac margarita, they're going to use probably Cuervo 18 or a more top shelf tequila. And they're also going to use, instead of triple sec or Curacao or something like that, they're going to use Grand Marnier or maybe Cointreau as their orange base. So I digressed. I didn't time travel, but I digressed. So getting back to Curacao, Curacao is an orange liqueur, similar to triple sec, but it comes in two different types, clear and, wow, he peed his pants, huh?
He did.
We're halfway there, man.
Your eyesight's leaking on me.
Oh, do I? I'll have to start over again, do I? So Curacao is an orange liqueur that is basically made with oranges, orange peels, sugar, and there's two different types, regular and blue. If you use blue in the kamikaze, it becomes a blue kamikaze. There you go. That took a long time. And I went all over. Is it half filled? Nice.
I'm trying to keep the timeline going here. Trying to keep things on pace.
So once again, so if I was making this with rum, guess what? Daiquiri.
We got rum. You want to do a double up tonight?
Maybe, I don't know. That was something.
Oh, well.
So there we go. Rocket fuel, orange flavoring. I know. People are like, they're like, how do you know how much you're making? You know how much? You know how I know? I did. Don't ask questions. Hand me that banana. I know the amount of these we can make is limited only by, that was the last one.
It is?
Yeah, I bought 3. I figured we weren't going to.
So switch over to
You figured we weren't going to
painkillers next. We can do painkillers.
That's true. We can do painkillers.
Are we missing the ounce of orange
Oh,
juice?
Russians.
That's okay.
I got Russians.
Or Russians. We can do black Russians. We can do white Russians. We could do green Russians, but I didn't bring cream with them.
I did have black
Should I turn on the
Russian.
mood lighting?
They threw
Yeah,
me
switch on
plenty
all
for
the
Russians.
$92. Let's see. Ooh, no, it's sexy now.
The butter?
Oh yeah, it's nice. Now the color, we all have tans.
Oh,
Just
see
like
that.
that.
Okay.
No, like I said, here we go in. It's with rum, it's a daiquiri. With tequila, it's a margarita. With vodka, it's a kamikaze.
Who doesn't scooch in?
I don't know if I want to scooch.
Well, not you, that guy over there.
And there we go. Now here's the thing, and I've talked about this before, but this is like a thing of beauty to me, where I can eyeball a drink and make however many I want, just doing it. And when it comes out fairly within reason, it's within reason.
Sometimes
90%
of the time you're,
as I've always
20%
said,
of the time a reasonable man.
genius and madness. The only difference is marketability. It's true. It's true, you people and doctors. Don't call me crazy. Call me marketable. I'll make more money. Yeah. So, and here's a perfect segue. Do you like booze? Buy my crap. Tonight's episode was brought to you by Tiki King, who needs money to buy more booze. You know, we had actually. Well, so when actually the Boozeketeer friends, do you find that I am too sober most of the time? Me neither. So when I need the tools to help me get drunk quick, I go to the Boozeketeer, where they will set me up with everything except for the booze, which is great, except when you have no booze.
But it's right around.
But it is right around the corner if you happen to be right around the corner from the Boozeketeer. And if you're not, I would suggest you move or build a shed and make that a bar. They have a parking lot. You could do it. I'm not saying it was my idea or that I'm legally responsible. But what I am saying is that if you can get one 10 by 10, I'll come and do the show there. So
He ain't lying. We built this bar and he showed up.
I know.
We didn't want him to, but he did.
He said, I heard if you build it, you will come.
He said, why? CJ, I heard you have a bar there at the tattoo shop. And I said, why, yes, we do. And he goes, I am coming. And I went, shit.
Come on. There are people who've made children who watch the show. Keep it clean, brother.
Like me.
Oh, yeah. Tell me about your peanuts some more. Tell me.
And you know what? Which you can't see it, but we can. So we're just going to look at it. It's nice. And apparently we're back on. And you were here with Cocktales. You were here at. Are they with or at?
Yes.
Yes. You were here, and I'm here. I am here with Cocktales and Tiki. I'm here doing Cocktales and Tiki King. And welcome to the show. For those of you who tuned into last week's show, we did kamikazes. So now in this week's show, I think we're going to do what are we doing? Painkillers?
Russians. White Russians or pink?
White Russians.
Oh,
do we have
Black Russians.
Black
Black
Russians.
Russians.
Black Russians.
Or
Orange juiceless painkiller.
or orange juiceless painkiller. I don't know what that means.
Or really shitty Bloody Marys.
Or really shitty Bloody Marys. It's all up to you. What do you guys have? Do you guys have stuff available? Because you could be, right now, you could be boozing it up instead of watching my show, and it would probably be far more entertaining. I'm just saying. I'm just putting it out there.
If you're watching the show, you should be boozing it up.
There's people watching. Look, they've already popped up there.
They've already came back?
Yeah, they're like, what's wrong with you? This sucks. Someone told me it was good. I don't know. Actually.
Oh, we screw up.
There we
again.
go. No, but we're sorry. So here's the deal. We haven't actually got internet here yet, so we're pirating internet. And that sometimes gets a little wonky because they catch us and then we have to go to a new place, which luckily was the same place where we were before.
Well, it was probably a bad idea to pirate the internet from the
I know.
sheriff's station.
They came. I know, like, hey, are you guys logged into our internet? We're like, no, sir. Why? We're abiding the law currently. And I was like, he said, okay,
We're biting the law.
we're biting the law
We are
currently.
biting the law.
Yeah. That's the thing, is it? Here's two places you don't want to use internet from. I'm not going to tell you because you will. Because I know how you guys are. You guys, Boozeketeers. Wait a minute. Coco Real? Why? What could we be making with that?
I'm just getting you set up with options, man.
Okay, so pineapple juice. Okay, so now this is probably actually a different drink. I'm not sure. So if you make a painkiller without orange juice, is that a different drink or is that, what is that? I should know, but I don't.
Throw in your votes in the comments below.
Throw in your
I
boat in
don't
the
know.
comments
Yeah,
below.
you should know.
Yeah, throw your boat in the comments below. Oh, vote. Sorry. I thought it was boats. I don't know where I'm from.
Waiting all I finished tattooing the store, started having a drink all damn day. He's over here talking. Make me a drink,
These are-
Parky.
these are-
Jesus Christ, man.
There's lime and crap going on right here.
Lime and crabs.
Lime and crabs going on over there. You have the ice.
Oh,
God damn bastard.
it's here in the ice hole.
Yeah. You know,
It's drippy.
and here's the thing. I'm going to tell you something.
Wet, sloppy ice hole.
If there's a little bit of lime in these, who's going to care? Not me.
My head's
So apparently we're going to make painkillers, which we did on a different show, and I told you all about them. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm really disappointed. To the tune of the Muppet Show. Because here's the thing: you watch the show long enough, or you tend bar long enough, you start realizing, nice, that cocktails are all a matter of ratio. And sometimes you know a certain cocktail simply by the numbers. It's kind of like that. There was the joke about the comedians convention. There's should I tell a joke?
Yeah,
Let's
straight
walk
time.
into a bar.
Keep working,
No. So there's a joke that goes like this. this guy has a friend who dies. He's really broken up about it. That's all I have.
End of story.
End of story. Tee-hee. No, so there's an old joke that goes something like this. There's this guy who's a comedian, and he's going to a comedian convention. And at the comedian convention, everybody they're doing like stand-up routines where everybody goes like an open mic kind of thing. And his friend says, you should go up and do a joke. And he goes, oh, I don't know any jokes. And his friend goes, that's okay. The people here know every joke there is. They know all of them. So basically, he goes, just watch, you'll see it. A guy comes up and he gets up on stage, he gets up to the mic and he's like, 28. And everybody's like, and they're laughing up a storm. And the next guy comes up and he's like, 65. And everybody's like, they're all laughing. The guy goes, I can do that. And so he goes up on stage and he picks up the mic and he says, 29. And it's silence. And he goes, 29. And everybody's just looking at him. And so he's all dejected. He goes, he sits down. And he says, why didn't nobody laugh? And he goes, you know, you got to tell it right. So the reason for that is because, as I've said, so today I said this is a 111. So it's you could say 111, which is a 3-part drink, which means all the parts are equal. When you go to the painkiller, the common painkiller is a 411, which means you're going to have 4 parts of one thing and 1 part of each successive thing. And there's a lot of drinks. When I had my basement bar and we would have parties and I was slinging cocktails, sometimes it wasn't even like, here's a recipe. It was numbers in my head of ingredients that I was going to combine and how much was what the number was. And so there's all these weird formulas. So we're talking about a painkiller is normally a 411, which means it's 4 parts pineapple juice, 1 part orange juice, 1 part cream cocoa, and 1 part booze. Well, we don't have that, so I'm going to have to tell it wrong. And nobody's going to laugh. That's what I was getting at. And that's what this whole long story was about. So what we're going to do is put an extra rum. So we're going to laugh.
That's why I brought
for
those.
you guys, you won't, but we will. And that's the thing. So it'll all be okay.
What's an ounce of orange juice really going to do?
It's a nickel 50 back in my time.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Nickel 50.
That's right, nickel 50. If you don't know what that means, maybe you need to go down and see the psychiatrist.
You need to go wherever it is you get your peanuts.
Mm-hmm. Is that enough? I don't think so. Is that enough? No, wrong. You tell me when. I'm going to. There we go. You're good. See, she knows.
You just want to see you pour the
Put
booze.
that in there. Put that over there. You don't talk. Don't look at me. No, don't look while I'm making drinks. Just make noises.
Enough.
No, I know, because we're not going to go with 3-ounce drinks. We're going with 4-ounce drinks,
Just
which is going to put this
splatter that
thing.
shit
Which is going to put
everywhere.
this thing up to slightly below the top of the
You're not going to
glass.
shake it?
No, I will.
No, you won't.
Trust
Like
me.
that.
No.
Okay. All right.
Do you see this?
Yeah. Oh no, I did.
12 ounces of airspace.
Yeah. Let's see you do it without splattering it everywhere.
Bang, bang. Shame. Everybody knows your
Place your bets now. Tiki King about to make a great big fucking mess.
Probably.
Yep.
Oh! Yep. He was right.
Jesus, I'm not part of the
You
jazz.
got a napkin?
Yeah. Too late.
You should have drank it, see?
What a damn
No, I
water
know.
towel. God, man.
I
I
forgot.
could have drank that.
I know. I'm a little sad now. I might cry.
Get in my crap.
It's all in the
Don't try it again, you jackass.
Well, but what do we do with that? Give me another glass.
So we'll give it a pour force. Give it a pour force. Here, wait, look.
Wait,
Look.
I'm gonna inspect your leaky crack.
Here, look. Let me rinse this out. I got you.
No, we're good.
Look at this size of this shaker.
For those of you just tuning in, I'm sorry.
Ow. Lost the shaker, man.
Oh, holy crap, sticks, man. What the hell is this thing?
Coffee.
Coffee mug?
Yeah.
Already shook it.
Next
You do it
round.
again, though. It's already frothy. Beautiful.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Damn.
yeah.
I know, it's like a goddamn missile silo. Things going everywhere. Government chasing you. I know you shouldn't have. It's okay. Bing, bang, bada boom. So now, if my math is correct, which it rarely is, this is going to fill each one of these glass up to about 3/4 of an inch below the top. See what happens? One. Spilling. Two.
Dribble, dribble, drabble, dribble, dribble, drabble.
Oh, look at that. We got extra.
More room for a nutmeg.
Yeah. We do. Look at that. Sounds like my grandma.
Now his crack is squeaky.
Alrighty. So I don't know what these are, but we're going to drink them anyway. And tomorrow I'll remit my life. Tomorrow I'm going to remit my my lives.
Life. Yes.
I'm requesting to get my Deadpool mask on. Hold on.
So
Thank you.
Maggie. Should I make you something? I feel bad because you're over there filming and not drinking.
Here, drink this.
Put ice in that. Put ice in that. Hand me that banana.
Jesus.
Yeah. Did I ever tell you about the time you can't drink? Oh, not as easily.
I need a straw.
Yeah, I was like, there's a straw. I was
Is
like,
there holes in this?
no, we'll just put it in and put it down.
Maggie.
Maggie, baby, I'm in misery.
My here?
Yeah.
6, 4, 4, 4.
No, the
Yeah, I'll
house.
help you do it.
Oh, my house? That's my house.
Shut up.
The end of the way. Yeah.
There's Maggie.
Sit down now.
She's coming in with a little chartreuse
86336.
because she said, "How you guys drink that crap that you just make up all the time? I'll never know." She's one of those people who goes, "I drink chartreuse because, well, I'm sophisticated, unlike you lot."
Oh, Jesus Christ.
No.
I forgot.
We're like
I can't
sewer
drink
chicks.
because it's not goddamn.
You better take it off.
I
She
was
said-
requested to put it on, but now I'm off.
I know.
Yeah,
I'm
they
not
don't-
sure about that.
They don't
I need
appreciate
a
your.
drink.
They don't appreciate your drinking.
I know. Last time on the show, I said, "Maggie, you want one of these drinks?" She said, "I don't know. You're gonna finish cleaning my goddamn chimney first." There's a vague reference to chimney sweeps being a lower class society than most of those who would be drinking, say, chartreuse.
That
And a
totally
fine
tastes
cocktail
better
glass.
with orange juice.
Not us. Chugging down
That's
whatever we have.
way better with orange.
Dang, did you little
I mean, in a good way.
That's not big.
That's why I use the accent. I know.
Choose
She's
your
me off.
shopping options.
This is now we're in the after hours portion of the show. If you hadn't noticed yet, if your kids aren't in
I
bed,
wasn't sure what you meant by clean my chimney.
Oh,
I'm gonna. Would you like me to clean after this drink? I'm gonna clean your chimney. Yeah, tuppence. Step in time. Hey, I've been known to step in time. You better believe it. I think we're now into what, 40 minutes of the show, 50 minutes?
no, we just
That's
started
a new
this one.
show.
Oh, we just started. That's right. That was last week's show. Hey, welcome to this week's show. Welcome to Cocktales and Tiki King. A week later than we thought it was, but it's okay because we skipped 2 shows, so we're actually still making up for it. The last show could have been 2 weeks ago, and I wouldn't have known it. So we might actually now still be a week behind. That's the whole thing. Time travel. You remember that? Time travel started with you, you bastard. You were the one who showed me. You're like, come with me as we digress the postulates of Mercury.
Postulates.
Yes. He told me to postulate.
I did not.
He did.
I did not.
He promised it wouldn't hurt.
Phil.
He lied. I can't say this is the best show that you could be watching right now, but I do have to say it is the show you're watching right now. Which
Whose fault is that?
yeah, whose fault is that? Good God,
You
man.
did it to yourself.
I know. You people don't go later going, I didn't want to watch it.
What, like 57 weeks in a row now?
50, this is 56. Episode 56.
This is 57.
But we missed 2, so it's now 58, but we don't know it.
Yeah, but you're doing a double
No,
show
we
right
just,
now.
that was last
2
week's
shows,
show.
that's right.
Cut off
So
part.
technically, yeah, we're in.
Time traveling, man. Come on.
It's my soul screaming for more booze.
There's your soul.
Oh, no.
I heard it last night.
Yeah. So we're bunked like punks here in Flagstaff, Arizona. CJ said, "Why don't you come and stay in my room? There's a small alcove where you could lay in your drunken stupor."
I
And
was like, no.
He did. He said, "There's a stained duvet that you can rest your weary feet upon." And I thought, okay, why not? And so, so I've been here for a week now, and I've yet to understand why.
We've done all but build a blanket for it.
You
we
weren't
ought to.
You weren't awake for that.
Blankets in
Apparently.
a blanket for it. Look.
He wasn't awake for that part.
That was the smell.
I'm just gonna pretend like I'm a bartender cleaning the bar. Yes,
You
sir.
better start
That's
cleaning.
right.
I know.
Jesus Christ.
No, this is the good part. This is like the Captain Crunch in your eggs, right there.
It'll be the Captain Crunch in about a week when I try to clean it.
Probably will be. We didn't even have. I brought stuff for Bloody Marys. And we haven't had them. We're gonna have to push through till morning. I know. Episode 58.
Yeah. Cut the cast again. Let's just start this back up and keep going. We'll be at 65 by the time we
Did I tell you people share the show last time? Oh,
We got Nashi.
Nosy. That's right.
Oh.
She came all the way up from down under.
That there's Tater.
Came
I'm
up
not
from
gonna-
down under.
And I mean a half hour ago. Sorry.
But I'm here with that.
Have the children gone to bed? Are they cool children? Nice. Wear leather jackets. Oh, she's coming back in.
That's
Yeah,
Tater.
you can come in here.
No, you don't want to come in? Well, fine.
You know, you just signed we're holes, not assholes.
Only her.
Producer Maggie over there is using sign language to try and convince me that it's all gone awry.
The regular old sign language.
And I said, heck no, it's not awry, it's sourdough.
You broke the Tater.
Just goes to show you.
That
Cocktales
girl's
of
therapy.
Tiki King, too much for Australia. That's going to be the VHS cover. Cocktails of Tiki King, too much for Australia. Banned in 37 continents.
Can they use this in?
Oh, Vegemite. Have you had Vegemite?
Oh,
my cocktail?
God.
Do you guys give me a tongue depressor? Because my
Just
tongue
put your
is far
finger
too
in it.
happy.
Oh, I'll get one.
My
No, just
finger?
put your
No, I
finger.
can tell other people to put their fingers in here. Vegemite. Have you guys had Vegemite? I've been told that it's nasty, and I tried it, and I didn't find problems with it. And they told
You
me
need a
that's
big
because I was
scoop,
retarded. A big scoop. That's why I'm getting a tongue depressor. My tongue's far too happy, and I think Vegemite will cure that. So,
Someone else is gonna
is that
take
too much?
over. Someone else is gonna have to
Oh
take
no! Like
No.
was that night before last? I ate like a half a shot of wasabi.
Wasabi.
That's
He
gonna
did.
end up in the hospital.
He
That's
did.
right, forgot.
I was
Yeah.
there.
What's
What?
wrong with you?
I gave him a
That's
dollar.
not bad. That's the thing. Here, wait. I don't know.
Oh no!
I'm somehow more Australian than the Australian. Vegemite. If you have friends,
You won't.
and need
This will fix that.
that should be it. Do you have friends? We have the cure.
You need to
Vegemite.
find a drink of Vegemite now.
A Vegemite drink. I could shake up something like just rum and Vegemite. And I'd probably drink it. No.
Maybe
Producer
not.
Maggie is going, no, you won't. That's not going to happen tonight.
There's got to be a Vegemite shop.
So here's the thing. So people are like, how come producer Maggie is like always trying to rein you in? I'm like, because she's been there. And she knows that it's pretty much just a bad idea and not even entertaining. So it's not that she's like going, oh, you don't get to have any fun. She's like, it's not going to be fun. Trust me.
Oh my god!
Oh my god. I want to wipe time. It's going to get diaper. Vegemite. That's right. Made me a Vegemite sandwich. Which you know that what is it? Is that Men at Work?
Yes.
That's right. Head full of zombie. We could probably make zombies.
Can we?
No, we don't have apricot brandy.
There's
On a
Vegemite
hippie
cocktails,
trail,
but none of it's
on a
working
hippie
out.
trail, head full of zombie.
Vegemite Bacon Bloody Mary.
I would do that.
Oh, I was just told by Shauna Schaefer from Bakersfield, California, a great friend of mine over at Touch of Ink Tattooing. Watch parties.
Watch parties. What's that?
Yeah, you should all be doing watch parties. Apparently, it's a thing. I learned about it right now, sitting here,
Yeah.
currently.
Is it something that we can tell people about?
Apparently, it pulls in a lot of people to watch. But you can set it up yourself and have a party and make a cocktail.
I've done that
Yeah,
every Tuesday night for over a year now.
And we still got to remind them.
That's right. Have the kids gone to bed? Am I allowed to swear now? I never know. Who did people tune back in, or did they just go to bed and say, "I hate you"?
Some people did. Yeah.
Some people did. Well, thank you guys. You got, we can watch it on.
And then screw YouTube.
We can later put it on YouTube, and then it'll get twice the viewers. But maybe not. I don't know. So hey, here's the thing. So this has been Cocktails with Tiki King. A week later than we started. Where we were in between, nobody knows except for us, who were, and we're not telling. So there you go. I hope you shared the program at a point previous to when it all went awry, which was probably 55 episodes ago.
Or and a half.
And if you haven't, tell your grandma that she should watch the show because she won't hear it anyway. And she'll say, I like the way the lips moved. They were funny.
Don't teach her how to suck
Yeah,
dicks,
and tell
you know.
them, don't forget to go to cafepress.com. That's not it. Go to tikiking.com/booze. That's easier to remember. www.tikiking.com/booze. And there's a portal where you can get Boozeketeer's gear. Fine t-shirts.
I need a portal here.
There we go. Fine shirts with the Boozeketeer's logo. And then bigger on the back. In case you can't see it.
Solid gold, baby.
That's
Solid
right.
gold.
So you go there, do things, buy stuff, and there you go. And the next time, you can comment with a picture of yourself
In a shirt.
wearing a shirt. It doesn't have to be my shirt.
Just any shirt.
Yeah, just any shirt.
Because
Or no
tired of
shirt.
those people
You
sending
can-
pictures of them with no shirts on.
That's right. Wednesdays are half price. Remember that. So this has been talk.
Cocktail.
Take
Cocktails.
Wait, take two.
Cocktails.
Hold on. Take two.
Cocktails. Jesus, man.
So next week, you cannot wear a shirt at all. But until then, this has been Cocktails with Tiki King. You've been you, and I've been me. And most of you are hoping that none shall the twain meet. And until next week, Boozeketeers, don't do what I would do, but go even further. And I hope to see you again sometime out there. Thanks for watching. And now we have to wait till the show turns off. Stare blankly. Is it still blank?